Hi friend, Marian here. Great morning. Our year is about to end. We're law number 10 in the 15 laws of John Maxwell. 15 invaluable laws of growth. So, we're studying growth kasi 'di ba? We all want to be promoted. So, hindi man sa position, in responsibility or future assignment. So we don't want to get stuck. So we always want to move forward, to have achievements. No. So what is the law number 10 of the 15 invaluable laws of growth? So the number 10 is the law of the rubber band. Growth stops when you lose the tension between where you are and where you could be. So ano ba yung rubber band? Diba yung rubber band, parang wala siyang use kung hindi mo siya i-stretch. It needs to be stretched. So just like us, kailangan i-stretch din natin yung skills natin, our challenges, our everyday encounters, yung problems or assignments that we have. So si John Maxwell nga, sabi niya, during my first pastorate, so I went to a church where no one knew my dad, who was a district superintendent. My start was slower than that it undoubtedly would have been if I'd gone somewhere that could have helped me. So, pumunta siya sa isang pastorate na wala siyang influence. So, kaya parang he really has to stretch himself. So, focusing on teaching leadership. So, si John Maxwell talaga, yung ano niya is on leadership, diba? Yung books niya are majority on leadership. So when I started talking about leadership, it was a topic about pastors we're not talking about. So parang hindi yun ang focus nila. It's more siguro on religious principles. There were people who criticized me for focusing on what they consider a secular message. So I have to say that particularly since the greatest leaders of all time in the Bible, Abraham, Moses, David, Jesus, and Paul. So parang hindi naman talaga sila diba? Parang they're fishermen or ordinary people in the community. So why did I keep teaching it? Because pastors are required to lead people, and during these days they receive no training in leadership, even though they must do it every day of their career. So parang si John Maxwell, he focused on leading his pastors to be leaders in their own group. So leadership ang pinocus niya. Then, so rin siya, learning to communicate internationally. So he accepted mga foreign talks or conferences. So he went to different countries para ma-hone pa rin yung skills niya in talking about his message, which is leadership, and of course about Christ also. Crossing over to a new audience. So since you speak to international audience, syempre may iba silang language, so you will be needing interpreters to understand your message. So, building on legacy. So, parang naging focus niya is, ano ba yung may iwan ko sa world after I leave or after I retire? What will be my legacy? So, kaya naisip natin yun, ano bang may iwan natin in this world after our career or after our responsibility? So, ano ba yung benefits ng stretching or the rubber band of tension? So, you people want to stretch. So, karamihan sa atin, we just like to be yung status ko So, ayaw nating ma-stretch or mabigyan ng mas mabigat na responsibility. Parang we want an easy life, diba? But yun nga, hindi daw tayo mag-grow if we are not stretched. Settling for status quo ultimately leads to dissatisfaction. Kung mako-contented tayo with what is there, so syempre, madi-dissatisfied din tayo. And kung tayo ay we are looking for growth, syempre, we would be looking for that challenge then. Stretching always starts from the inside out. So, nanggagaling daw inside us. Inner strength or inner challenges. So, yun ang you cannot travel within and stand still without. Your circumstances may be uncongenial, but they shall not long remain. So, but perceive and heal and strive to reach it. You cannot travel within and stand still without. So, yun nga parang internal lagi yung challenges natin dito sa buhay. Hindi lang yung what you see is what we are. So, minsan, it's inside. Parang we are happy on the outside, pero inside there are questions, especially right now, di ba? Marami tayong questions. When will this pandemic end? What will be tomorrow? Paano magkakabalik sa trabaho yung mga tao? How will my people prosper this time? So, limited the budget of the company, limited din yung time na pinapasok nila. They cannot work full yung 6 days before, parang they are reducing their work days. So alam mo na yung take home nila are lesser. So how do you help these people be motivated sa trabaho? So that's the challenge of HR right now. Stretching always require change. So yan, change. So yung change kasi, di ba, pag yan nga, yung maraming pagbabago sa hindi lang ngayong pandemic, even normal times, di ba, maraming change eh. So sabi niya, I stopped looking over my shoulder. It's difficult to focus on your past and change in the present. That's why for years I had on my desk a little plaque. Yesterday ended last night. So yun yung nakwento niya to before, na yesterday ended last night. Parang let's not focus on the past. Let's focus on today and tomorrow. So si Eckhart Tolle nga, di ba, the present, the power of now, yung book niya, di ba, na which asks us to, kaya nga daw present yan, dapat yun ang i-focus natin, hindi yung past or future. Kasi parehong yung past, wala na. Yung future, hindi pa natin alam. So, let's focus on the now. So, to grow, you must be willing to let your present and future be totally unlike your past. Your history is not your destiny. So, parang ano niya nga is to focus on now and the present, not anymore on the past. Stretching sets you apart from others. So, syempre, pag we are more stretch or we are given so many opportunities to grow, syempre mas marami tayong natututunan, mas nagmamature tayo with our responsibilities, with our assignments, rather than kung if we are repeating the same things every day. So maganda rin yung new challenges in our life. So difficult, but yun, it gives us a future. Stretching gives you a shot at significance. And syempre, the difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problem. So, syempre, lahat naman tayo, parang we are looking for that place on this earth na maging important tayo, di ba? We want to leave a legacy, sabi nga kanina, di ba? We want to make a difference, yan, leave a difference sa life ng others. So, sabi nga, hindi naman kailangan sa maraming tao eh. Let's start with what we can reach, yung kaya nating abutin, like our family, our community, our co-employees, kung paano ba tayo makaka-contribute in their daily lives or their challenges by giving our wisdom. So, yung advice is very big thing. So, ako minsan yung parang akala ko wala akong difference sa ibang tao, but right now when I read their feedback sa akin about Facebook, how I made an influence in their lives before, kung baka nakasalubong mo lang sa corridor and then you gave an advice, parang napakakaing bagay na pala sa kanila. So let's share what we know to others. Let us not be contented with what we have right now. So how do we apply the law of the rubber band? Number 1, in what areas of your life as you lost your stretch and settled in? Wherever they are, you need to find internal reasons to seek the tension to stretch again. Tap into your internal discontent to get you going. So, ano ba yung challenges mo ngayon? So, maybe yan yung kailangan mong focus on to stretch. Where are you failing short of your potential? What goals haven't you hit that you know you're capable of? So, ano ba yung hindi mo pa? Parang, kaya nga may things to do tayo, di ba, na nasa planner natin. Kasi doon makikita mo, ano yung hindi ko na achieve for the day. So, baka tomorrow I can give it back to my to-do list at ma-finish ko na siya tomorrow. What habits have you developed that are hindering you from moving forward? What areas of past success have you stopped winning in? Remember, change is the key to growth. Use your lack of satisfaction to get you started any place you're stalled. So, let's find where we are stuck right now na hindi natin magawa ng paraan or hindi tayo maka-move forward. Baka yun na yung challenge that we need to address or to be focused on. Number 2, be strategic to maintain the tension between where you are and where you could be by continually resetting intermediate range goals for yourself. If goals are too immediate, you lose the tension when you achieve them quickly. If the goals are too lofty, they can seem to be too difficult to achieve and become discouraging. So, yung goals natin, hindi naman natin yan lahat na-achieve, diba? Sa isang upuan, sa isang taon. So, minsan meron tayong continuing goals eh. Parang unti-unti natin siyang na-achieve. Hindi naman overnight we can achieve a certain goals. Especially, sabi nga, pag lofty goals, parang it could be difficult. So, lagay lang natin dyan, we may park them, but eventually we can achieve them. So, ako lagi pa rin ako nagpe-pray na sana ma-establish ko yung Love of Jesus ministry ko para I could also help others study God's Word. So, yung Love of Jesus Healing Ministry naman is about leading people back to God or letting other people know who Jesus is. So, kaya nga dahil may pandemic, we cannot have social gatherings. So, nagpo-focus po ako sa mga books where I can share about God, like the 52 Weeks of Jesus, the Didache Reading, our Daily Bread. So, dun po ako nagpo-focus. It's my way of sharing to you, my viewers, na who Jesus is. Parang na-establish ko na rin po yung Love of Jesus Ministry na ma-encourage ko po kayo to love Jesus more. Number 3, if you need an overaching goal to keep you stretching, think about what significant action you could take if you could become what you could be. Dream big and set this as a lifetime goal. So sabi nga, start small pero dream big. So ako nga po, that's my matagal na pong inano sa akin ni Lord yung Love of Jesus Healing Ministry na ma-establish ko na so that I can share Jesus with others. Yun din po yung challenge ng aming pastor leader sa Love of Jesus or Light of Jesus na si Brother Bo Sanchez. Be Jesus to others. So, by sharing God's words, by sharing what I know about Jesus and how He has influenced my life and kumbaga yung effect niya po sa aking family na blessings, abundance. So, sinishare ko po sa inyo to. Parang, I would like you to be successful also, to experience God's love, to experience God's blessing. So, sana, wag po kayong magsawa to listen to my messages, to my sharing, kasi doon ko rin po inuhugot yung aking strength to face yung, kumbaga, the challenges of everyday life. God bless you all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like our video.